Hi, my name is Danae Lucas, and I am absolutely honored to be considered for the Teacher Academy Instructor position. I am a graduate of Grand Valley State University, and I have 17 years in education. I spent 5 summers working with the TRIO Upward Bound program at Hope College, where I worked with and mentored first-generation college-bound students. We worked on some of their professionalism skills, as well as study skills in a social studies classroom, and then exposing them to some of the content so that when they headed into the classroom in the fall, they felt comfortable and confident with what they were about to encounter. The first 10 years in the classroom teaching, I taught a diverse socioeconomic group at Fremont High School. And while I was there, I taught English and U.S. history. Some of the courses I taught in English were 9th through 12th grade, advanced courses, college prep, and then I also taught a business English class, which was geared towards students who were entering the workforce and not going to college. So we really focused on technical reading and writing, resumes, cover letters, presentation skills, those sorts of things. And so it was a really great opportunity. While I was there, I was also heavily involved in building and aligning the 612 ELA curriculum. I worked on the school improvement team for quite a few years. I served as a class advisor. And then I also had the opportunity to mentor a couple of new teachers and serve as the host mentor teacher for a Grand Valley student teacher. Then I moved over to the Kent ISD, where I spent 10 years teaching English and history at Kent Innovation High School, or KIH. KIH was a project-based learning lab school. And it was just a wonderful opportunity to connect students through authentic learning opportunities to the community, and to just really make English and history a rich, full, real experience for them, and not just a list of dates or a paper to write, but something that had true meaning for them beyond the classroom. After a short break to focus on the health of my family, I returned to the classroom, and I've been teaching composition and advanced composition at Davenport University. So having that ability to see the post-secondary level and work with those students has been interesting, and made me really think about the gaps that still exist between high school and post-secondary. And then beginning in February, I've actually been serving as the long-term substitute for the Year 2 Teacher Academy students. And I've just absolutely loved getting to know the program, the staff, and the students. They're all just amazing. I've loved seeing the students take what they've been learning and bring that into the classroom, and see how excited they get when things are working, and celebrating those successes with them, and then being there for them and mentoring them through the challenges like difficult students or a lack of student progress, even for a few students questioning if this is what they're meant to do, and just having the opportunity to play a role in shaping future educators. It's just truly been a wonderful experience that I hope to continue. The part of my resume that I'm most proud of, aside from, I guess, the variety that I've had in education, is my time at KIH. It really project-based learning really challenges you as an educator, and it challenged me to really ensure everything had an authentic learning opportunity, that my students were building their content knowledge, but also their professionalism, those soft skills that are so important, and to build the relationships with community partners outside of the classroom as well. Other things that were beneficial or important that I'm proud of, it challenged me to be a great co-teacher. Being aware of somebody else's content and needs, and keeping that in mind for your own content and needs takes a high level of organization and communication. And I feel like it was something that I was able to successfully do. I was also regularly engaged in planning and leading professional development for the LEAs, as well as some people outside of Kent County, in the state, in the country. I think we even had an international group one time come in. So really being involved in that as a leader and continuing to work on the school improvement team and actually mentoring new teachers. And at one point, a colleague and I saw some gaps, and we created a program called Mentoring with Purpose that helped really provide some intentionality to our mentors and mentees in when they were meeting, what they should be discussing, and providing some pieces of support when those were needed. I also really enjoyed being able to take part in the Teacher Leadership Academy. It helped me think about leadership in a new way. And we got to learn about and practice cognitive coaching. So that's always a great tool to have. The technical knowledge and experience that I have related to this position as a long-term educator, having a variety of teaching experiences, I feel like I have an extensive understanding of the students and the program, the career that they're choosing to explore. My project-based learning experience really showcases the ability to blend learning and experience to help students become aware of the opportunities that are there in the real world, through the preparation and the training that we're providing. Things that I think are true in Teacher Academy as well. I spent the last 3 months serving as an instructor in the Teacher Academy, and it's really allowed me to understand the program and what it's offering currently, and to explore with the current staff what other opportunities might be out there. How can the program continue to grow? How can it be shaped, through credits, through credentialing, through their on-site opportunities? What does that continue to look like moving forward? And so I think, that's really great. I also want to mention that when the students left in year 2, they all left with, a resume with letters of recommendation. Most of them had their cover letter complete, or at least in work, a work in progress, recommendations, those sorts of things. So really a cool opportunity, to help them hit the ground running and be prepared for that. But, I feel like there's so much opportunity in the program, and it's just such a great program to provide for students, and I'm just really excited about what it has to offer. As an instructor, I believe that building relationships is it's the keystone. And some ways that I do that, I like to just start by greeting students every day at the door, starting with some sort of a morning meeting, touching base. It might be something like on a scale of 1 to 10, or what color are you today? I think it's just a great way to kind of gauge where kids are at, students are at. It might be something silly like, do you prefer salty or sweet snacks? Just things that help us get to know each other. So there are activities that we can do too when time allows. And then I like to always make sure the students know what's going on that day. So the agenda, the learning targets, and the outcomes. It just really helps to give context for the students. And I think that that's an important part of building relationships, is what are we doing and what are those expectations. And then I always just try to connect with students, I call them in the quiet moments. So maybe they have on a cool band shirt, and I might say, do you like that band? Have you been to their concert? What's your favorite song? Maybe they mentioned they had a soccer game. And so just inquiring more about that as time allows, in allowing for those things to happen too, just as a way to build relationship and to help students build a relationship between each other through some of those sharing in activities, and that sort of thing. Beyond checking in with students, I just think clear and consistent communication is key to building trust and relationships with students, family, staff, just all the stakeholders. So for example, while I was working with the year 2 students, I made sure I was constantly checking in with their mentors. How were things going? I was providing the students pretty immediate emailed feedback after I visited them in their placements. Since I only saw them once a week, I wanted to make sure that they had that, quite quickly, and we could talk about it sooner rather than later in that way. And that way we could, we're touching base if there's anything, that we're struggling with, and to celebrate the things that needed celebrating or were, worthy of celebrating. I think being new to a program, it's always important to ask a lot of questions, ask for help and clarification. I always want to respect that there are people who have knowledge and experiences I don't, and to learn and grow from them. And hopefully they see things that they can learn and grow from me as well. And, knowing what I do about the program, the potential for the credits and certifications and all of those things, just making sure that I'm in communication with parents is always important. If there's a slip in grades or attendance, those things are important as well. And what makes me passionate about career technical education, CTE, is it gives an opportunity to students that they probably wouldn't have in their sending district, to explore a specific career before they have to make those big choices about training or college. I love that through CTE, students can become aware of the avenues and opportunities within that career field, beyond what they may just know through, personal exposure. And I saw this in the year 2 students where some said, oh, now I'm considering being a counselor or a social worker. Maybe I want to be a parapro. Maybe education's not for me. And, just helping them continue to explore that and see what was out there and available to them. I also love that CTE prepares our students through training to be true professionals in their communication, in the way they present themselves. So many of our mentor teachers commented how prepared our mentees were, our students were, and that really says something about the program that's already in place. And it's such a wonderful thing. And it's such a gift to our students to have those opportunities. Ultimately blending that classroom learning in real world practical experiences helps our kids to make a well-informed decision about their future and what is best for them and best suited to their needs. And whether they choose, in this case, to pursue something in education or not, they're going to be left with a greater understanding of the educational system, as well as so many of the soft skills, the professional skills, the being responsible, the solid communication, the Going Pro initiative that we have at the ISD. And so I think through, awareness, through preparation and training, in providing these opportunities for our students, we're truly able to give them a gift to help them move forward as professional educators in an area, in a career field that really needs good, solid educators, a diverse population of educators. And I really hope that, we can move forward and talk some more about this and potentially become a part of such a wonderful program that is such a gift to our students and to our community. So anyway, I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you so much for your time and have a wonderful day.